Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update for Thursday, March 31st, 2016. And today in our news update, we had some interesting news at Build. Build is this 3-day conference for developers that is actually going on right now. Yesterday was the first keynote, which was interesting in many aspects. We learned that, what we call Windows 10 Redstone update, or this big update, they're now calling it the Windows 10 anniversary update, and it's going to come this summer. According to many insiders and developers, they've seen tags in the software that gives a 1607 number. If you remember well, the numbering versions from Microsoft works with the month and the year. So we had, of course, the 1511, which was the big update in November. 1511 was 11 month, which was November. 15 for the year. So 1607 would mean July of 2016. So that is apparently going to coincide with the anniversary of 1 year of Windows 10, which is coming pretty fast, July 29th. So that's going to be interesting to see. Windows Insider Preview. There was a very interesting little article and interview with Gabriel Hall, which is the manager of the Insider team, basically. And it was very interesting because he was explaining how the Insider program came to light. And they were thinking first that it would take only 250,000 people, and that they would, stop it at 250,000 people that want to try the Insider previews. Then they moved the number to 400,000, and only about a month and a half before they started the program, they got word, well, no, let's open it to everyone. And now that made everybody go crazy because they had made the infrastructure for a maximum of about 500,000. And now they knew there would be a lot more, and actually the number is at 7 million, so it's pretty amazing. But it was a very interesting article and very cool to see, the different aspects and how the Insider previews and the feedback that people send really is shaping the future of Windows 10, and we'll see it really this summer with the big update in July, where we will see all of the improvements that mostly come from feedback from users, which is going to be really cool to see. Well, if you looked at the keynote yesterday, it was overall interesting, but what really amazed everybody, and I think, today a lot of people are talking about that, is when we saw these smart glasses with the basically what they're calling the seeing AI, or the viewing artificial intelligence. And this guy, which is a blind man, is actually the one responsible for creating this software. And it is amazing. If you saw the demo, it was really cool seeing that the blind guy was just outside. He'd hear a sound. He would just swipe the glass. It would tell him, hey, this is a skateboarder that just jumped in front of you, and so on. He could view a menu or listen to a menu in a restaurant. His glasses actually would tell him where to position the phone to make the correct picture of the menu. It was amazing. This was probably what everybody just remembers, and these were the last few minutes of the keynote. This was really cool. So this is amazing. And another thing that was interesting to see also was the bot framework, which is a new framework for developers where you can create your own bots and that use of kind of artificial intelligence. So, all sorts of interesting stuff that happened yesterday, that's for sure. Microsoft Edge will have lots of new features coming with this summer's update, but one that people might want to use, it will have native ad blocking coming to Edge this summer. And a lot of people are talking about that because a lot of people are saying, okay, well, if that browser gets native ad blocking, that means that, okay, what's going to happen to monetization of the websites? Remember that when you use an ad blocker, you are actually making the websites that you love kind of, not getting any money from browsing. And that is a major issue. And many aspects are actually being talked right now because of this feature that Microsoft Edge would have native ad block. A lot of websites are now considering, okay, if you are using an ad block, you can't view our content. Even YouTube is thinking of having a a blocker, meaning that if you would use an ad block, they would stop you from viewing videos on YouTube. And this is simply for, people will get, some people will get mad with that, but you're stopping monetization, and websites needs to pay themselves. Content creators need to have a pay. I get a pay from what I do here, basically, and that is the problem today. It's having the balance between what ads are okay and what ads are bad, because some websites, I agree, are really, really bad with ads. Just look at computerworld.com. It's just amazing. Well, Firefox 3.0 is coming to iOS. So if you are looking for apparently a faster browser, more secure password manager that is much better, really improved, Firefox 3.0 is now on iOS. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can go and get this. One of the things that a lot of people were talking about also yesterday with the Build conference was, hey, there's no talk of Windows Phone. What's happening? No Windows Phone. And a lot of people ask Microsoft why. And the simple answer from Microsoft is, well, Windows Phone is not going to be talked this time around. We're keeping that for another event. And so don't, think about anything about Windows Phone. And this kind of tells me with Microsoft starting to say, okay, well, we've pumped billions of dollars in here. We're not getting results. Are they starting to abandon Windows Phone? That's kind of scary when you think that they didn't even talk about it yesterday. Windows 10, we had the magic number yesterday. It's been a long time since Microsoft had released the number of active users of Windows 10. As we know, the numbers that we have from this are users that have Windows 10 and use it, not like in the past. In the past, Windows numbers were often the number of licenses sold. And that did not reflect at all the number of users, because selling 300 million licenses didn't mean there were 300 million users. There could be 100 million licenses that were still waiting to be used. So here, this is really activated Windows 10, and this comes from all devices. So it includes Windows Phone 10, includes Xbox, and includes PCs and tablets. 270 million users. That's not too bad a number. For 8 months, they've gone to 270 million users. That's a pretty good number, but it does show a slowdown in the adoption rate. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with that for sure in the adoption rate of Windows 10. That's for sure. Another little thing here to talk about before we leave today's news, of course, was all the improvements that they talked at Build finally yesterday. So we know that at the Windows 10 anniversary in July, Edge, lots of new features of Edge. Cortana will be integrated into so many things, including Skype. It will really interact with you in a very interesting way. The demos yesterday showed us the possibilities, and it was really cool. Live Tiles, Action Center, all of that is revamped, is rethinked. So people will have a new experience with Windows 10 for sure. And so all of that coming July of this year. So this was the Tech News Update for Thursday, March 31st, 2016. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. Give us thumbs up. And why not subscribe and follow us on the channel. Thank you so much for following us, and hope that you enjoy our videos.